Dan Illman, Mike Beer, let's kick off a Friday Breeders Cup Pick 4 with race number 7. It's the Grade 1 Juvenile Fillies. Let's take a peek at this field. Only 6, Mike, but quality. Even with Chandelier winner Ain't Easy missing this race with an injury, you've got 3 pretty big names in this race. Hidden Connection, Juju's Map, and of course, your odds-on morning line favorite, Echo Zulu. Tarabi's no bum either.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, we obviously lost a major player. There are still some really nice fillies in here. It's still, relatively disappointing that we only got 6 in here. But as you pointed out, there are some good ones.
Let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector. Despite being a short field, Timeform US believes that there could be a hot pace. Now, Echo Zulu breaking from the outside. This is a horse that has not been headed in her last 2 starts. You got to think trying 2 turns for the first time. Joel Rosario is going to put her on a send. Juju's Map has shown the ability to break and sit off another horse, and I'm assuming that's the trip they're going to try to pull on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that Florent Giroux should at least come out of there running a little bit and make Echo Zulu use some horse to clear him in the early stages of this race. But Juju's Map did show last time that she'll eventually come to hand. It looked like it might have been a bit of a struggle last time, but ultimately she settled down pretty well last time.
A horse that would appreciate a quick pace up front is the 1 Desert Dawn, who's paired up by her tops in her last 2 races, including a non-threatening 3rd in the Chandelier. She tried hard in that race, Mike. It was a good effort. She might get a little bit of a better pace setup here. The question is she good enough?
Yeah, I mean, based on her 3 starts so far, she's not. We'll see if, she can take another step forward here. I thought she did, okay in the Chandelier last time. Then she was never a factor in that race. And, all in all, it just sort of felt like, to me anyway, she just parlayed a really good trip into a distant 3rd place finish.
Hidden Connection is a major player in here. 2 lifetime starts for trainer Brett Calhoun. She's won both of those races by a combined 16 3/4 lengths, including a 2-turn score in the Pocahontas last time out, a race in which she got right up close to a moderate pace and then drew away easily. Now, that pace scenario likely not available to her, but it's nice to know that in her debut sprinting, she showed the ability to sit off horses. So I think she's hoping Juju's Map is placed to a real hard chase against Echo Zulu. They go fast and she picks up the pieces.
Yeah, that's probably what they are hoping for. I mean, she has the figures to suggest that she's, a major player in here. Personally, Dan, I don't know if you agree with this or not. I thought of the 3, sort of big names in here, I feel like she has the most to prove out of all of them, even with the 2 fast races in hand. She did not beat a good field at all at Colonial Sprinting. That was a very weak group of horses. She ran fine last time. She sat, as you said, sat right up close to an easy pace. I don't think she beat a great field that day either. It's hard to knock the way that she's doing it. You don't have to worry about 2 turns with her, but I still feel like of the 3 major players, she has the most to prove.
Sequist, the number 3, and Jockey Junior Alvarado, they're going to be licking their chops at the prospect of a hot pace up front because this one likes to come from way out of it, as she did in the Alcibiades when beaten by Juju's Map. They went fast in that race. It helped Sequist. She came with a good run in a short stretch to get 3rd. Yes, she has to improve from a speed figure standpoint, but she might get the right setup, and she's improving, it seems, with just about every start.
Yeah, I agree with that. And she handled the stretch out and distance pretty well last time. The pace was there for her, and she got outrun by it early. She got sort of carried wide there around the 2nd turn, though. The race, I thought she finished pretty well in that spot. It showed that she can get the distance. Personally, I feel like she's run pretty well in all 3 of her starts, and she's, a long shot that's not without a chance in here.
Now, Tarabi skipped the Frizette in New York. We haven't seen her since Saratoga, coming off a bit of a 2-month break. She was a rock-solid winner of her debut, going 6 at Ellis Park. Good 2nd in the spin away, although no match for Echo Zulu, but she just didn't break very well in that race. And the way that race was won, the way that track was playing, I think Tarabi was up against it.
Yeah, I thought she ran well last time. I really liked her debut. I thought she looked really good winning first time out. As you mentioned in that spin away, she wasn't going to win that race anyway, but she hit the gate at the start and then stumbled. Still was able to recover and just chased Echo Zulu all the way around the track and really never stopped trying in there. I thought she was a good 2nd last time. I think there's plenty of upside here. She's a horse who could really get lost in the wagering if they go overboard on the 3 favorites in here. And I would like to use this horse somewhere.
And although she's been away 2 months working bullets for a good trainer. The 5 is Juju's Map, 2 for 2 going long, including this breakthrough performance as the favorite in the Alcibiades. We talked about how the Alcibiades pace was fast. Juju's Map broke running, got a little eager, then sat off the pace setter, blew by that horse on the turn, turns away the horse that's now in second, a horse that made a strong run at Juju's Map on the turn. And Juju's Map is unfazed by the pace pressure, unfazed by the pace scenario. This horse, I know you hate the phrase, has a high cruising speed.
She really does, though. I mean, she's run really well in all three of her starts. She was a really impressive maiden win when they stretched her out to the mile at Ellis Park. I mean, got right to the front that day, but just absolutely crushed that field without being asked. And I thought she took a huge step forward last time. The figure doesn't really suggest that she's on par with either Hidden Connection or Echo Zulu. I think she is, Dan. I think she has a lot of talent. I like that she sat a little bit last time. She's not going to be compromised by the pace of this race. She does not have to prove that she can get the 2 turns. I think there's a lot to like.
Morning line favorite Echo Zulu's merits are obvious. She's 3 for 3, all 3 victories coming in blowout fashion. Multiple grade 1 stakes winner. All 3 of her Beyer speed figures, any one of them would qualify as the fastest race any of these horses have ever run. Let's watch a race in the Frizette last time out. And this was a race where she tried the mile for the first time going 1 turn. She set a very reasonable pace, got some pressure on the backstretch, and just turns them away. If you look at the Verzette as a whole, there's no running going on behind her, and I don't think it was a very strong group.
I feel the same way about it. She, Echo Zulu, and it's not a knock on Echo Zulu. She's just doing what she has to do here. Has this field over a barrel with her speed and runs away from them through the stretch. I think it's exactly what you wanted to see from her as a 1-5 favorite. Her spin away was also very good going 7. She took no prisoners that day and really flaunted her speed. She's obviously a really good horse, Dan, and she's going to go right to the front here, but she does have to prove that she can stretch out, and she is not going to be absolutely loose in here, I don't think, with Juju's Map sort of hot on her heels, I don't think.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the juvenile fillies. I think Echo Zulu's too fast for him right now on a speed figure standpoint. Of course, these horses, these babies, they improve by leaps and bounds from day to day. Right now, I think she's just a little bit too good. But Juju's Map, I'm really curious to see how Florent Giroux plays the break. I think he plays it like he does at Keeneland. He leaves, he makes Echo Zulu work going into the first turn, he gets outside that horse, and he takes a shot.
That's what I'd like to see him do. I don't feel like you can just rate the break with this horse and feel like you're going to get the right trip in here with Echo Zulu, because I don't think you can take anything for granted with that horse. Echo Zulu is really good. I want him to stay close to her. I think he can outfinish her at the end. And I'm hoping that perhaps because the figures suggest she's not quite on par with Hidden Connection or Echo Zulu, that maybe she's the third choice.
5, 6, 4, and 2 for Mike. 6, 2, 5, 4 for me. We kick off a pick 4 on Breeders' Cup Friday with the Juvenile Fillies. Championship honors on the line. Good luck.